Today's adventure brings us to Charlestown, New Hampshire. We'll be going up to Sam's Hill, and we will be taking off through this passageway. So the trail does have some recent activity on it. Where we parked is 1.05 miles from the summit. So we'll follow this to the base of the hill and then work our way up on a bushwhack. Like I said, we're following ATV Trail, and it's probably a pretty good thing too that it is, because they've got it crushed down a little bit. Because if you look at my lovely wife and Brandy, without the ATVs, we'd be trudging through stuff that's that high. So we come to a spot where it looks like this trail gets more use. I mean, we started out, the grass was up over our knees and wet. We were out here Friday, but everything was so soaking wet that we decided to hold off for a better day, which is today. In 1781, if the town continued doing what they did, we wouldn't have to be here, because this fire tower would be in Vermont. Yeah, they couldn't get along with the New Hampshire government, so they joined Vermont. But they did come back on the insistence of George Washington. So we pretty much decided to come straight up the side of it. Shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, babe. So we're moving on. Oh, they're almost done. They are almost done. Ready to be devoured. Like Miss Brandy's doing.
She loves blueberries.
Alright, so this is the view that we're getting from one of the plateaus. Working our way over to the summit of Sam's Hill. Oh, housefly just landed on my finger. Hopefully I'll finish the pan before I gotta smack it. Now, to get the views, you gotta really work your way through here. Hey, babe. It's a little tight in there, but hey, it's all in a day's work. All those ferns and raspberries and blueberry bushes and whatnot brought us to some an area of open woods. So we're going through here now. Open woods, I said. Heck, this is like a road. So I don't know if it's an old service road or what, but it's darn sure wide enough. Of course, maybe they got the ATVs getting up here too. I don't know. Maybe we should have stayed on the trail longer. All right, after scaring the heck out of some grouse, I can see the tower remains. So let's go officially bag it. We're at the fire tower remains. We are standing at the highest point in Charlestown, New Hampshire, on the peak of Sam's Hill. Fire tower was here from 1939 till 1946 when it was removed. It was a 41-foot steel tower, and it was used intermittently from 1945 to 1946, and then dismantled. So how did Sam's Hill get its name? Well, it was named after either Colonel Samuel Hunt or his son, Samuel Hunt Jr. It seems that first names were used back in the early days to honor people. Charlestown itself was named after Admiral Charles Knowles. Well, thanks again to Miss Brandy, our bushwhacking dog. She made it down to the trail. We started coming down a more direct route because we wanted to go through the open woods, and she was leading the way, and next thing we know, we're back on the trail again, just like on West McGalloway. I don't need a GPS, I got a Brandy. But anyway, the reason we went the way we did up is we wanted to walk the whole ridge line, even though it wasn't recommended because it's really tight in there, which it was, but we wanted to make sure there weren't any other remnants, and we found absolutely nothing till we got to the footings of the old fire tower.
Except for blueberries.
Yeah, and a ton of blueberries. Brandy now has an addiction. So, we're back on the trail, which will take us right back down to the vehicle, and I don't believe anything's going to happen between here and there. Actually, I hope not. So, Sam's Hill, number 64, on a New Hampshire fire tower. List of the fire towers that are standing, once stood, or were proposed. The end.